Yeah, that should be better. Okay. Streamlabs was drunk and I need to remove everything and put back everything. Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay. Was the intro clear or I need to do everything back? just to know. It would be perfect for me to know that, and then we can go. Hi everyone, hi Dixon, hi David, hi everyone. So yeah, I just need to know if everything was good during... yeah, okay, it's perfect. So if you didn't heard me in the introduction, so it will be tonight the triple team showdown that IGTSH and myself, Illusion, a French streamer, organized. 3 teams will be going underway against, so IGTSH obviously from Hungary, Dstinct Gaming from England, and COE or COE from France, so my countrymen. And every team choose 1 races. So the first one will be has been chosen, sorry, by COE. It will be Spa-Francorchamps on the rain, so under rain. So it will be really interesting, and only with the BMW M3 GT from 2011. So a car that I really loved, and it will be really, really interesting. So let's get underway. I think everyone is ready, so we can go. So let's start by presenting everyone, obviously. I'm really sorry once again for the sound issues for the start, but I think everything is alright now. If something is wrong, just tell me, don't worry. Just tell me if you prefer having the chat on the left or the chat, the chat or the names on the left. Just tell me it will be perfect. So everyone is on the way, perfect. So 15 drivers tonight, coming up with first Dstinct Gaming with 4 English drivers and a Bulgarian driver. So Mohamed, who is number 1, will be the first one for now. Really, really, really strong driver. Must be aware of that. It's really fast. Then a driver that I don't know. First time that I see him, it's Mimi, another English driver for them. Then we have Oscar, really young driver, only 13 years old. 8th laboratory. Then Dstinct Jones, driver that I already had on my channel, personal channel, French stream. And then last driver for Dstinct Gaming, it will be Mohara from Bulgaria. So really interesting to see Mohara here. Like Mimu, it's the first time I'm seeing this driver, so really good luck to him. And then it will be the French team, so my countrymen, not a lot of French actually for this one, but 5 drivers for COE with the Belgian driver, 3 of them. In fact, the first one is Lolo with number 12. Then in front of him right now, it will be Survey right there with number 8. Then last Belgian driver, it will be Comrades with number 2. And then we have the driver from Luxembourg, Chalcoir with number 12. With brand new settings at home, new wheel and new pedals. It will be really interesting to see how it will go for him. And then, not from France, but for Reunion Island, Fabrice with number 23, last COE driver right now on track. And then the team at home for this channel, the Hungarian driver from IGTSH with, first of all, Boskov with number 15, Boskov here. Then in front of him, Moji with number 15. Then we got Soti, another number 15 driver with Soti. Interesting to see him. And then we have the young driver from IGTSH, Sensei Yakosh. And last but not least, we'll have another fast driver, Richie. Will be one of the drivers to watch, obviously, during those races. And we have 15 really fast drivers, so it will be really interesting to see how everything will go on the way. For now, it will be quality time, first lap. We'll start for everyone. Mohamed will be the first one to get into a lap. Then his teammate and countryman Miu Miu will be the second one to have a time set. Then we'll have the first COE with comrades right now sliding in Les Combes. Hi Jensen, how are you? Then we've got Oscar with the fourth car right now on track. Fourth driver to get a time. Hi Dicky, how are you? Then first IGTSH driver will be Sensei Yakosh. Will be the fifth driver to set a lap time. Then Charles, the Luxembourg driver. Then Fabrice, then Servet. Soti will be the ninth to set the lap, followed by the Bulgarian driver Mohara, and then Lolo in 11th position right now with number 12. They really need to be careful, Mohara and Lolo, really close on track, and just behind them it will be Moji actually in 12th position, then Boshkov, and so Lolo is the last COE driver right now on track, the last IGTSH driver is Richie. And then last Dstinct driver will be Jones. That will be the last driver to set a lap time for this first, right now, this first set of laps by the drivers. Yeah, a lot of Dstinct. Hi Anthony too, how are you? I hope everyone is good and ready for the show tonight, for the triple team showdown. First time that we are doing this type of event with IGTSH with 3 teams, 5v5v5, and we're really happy to set this kind of events for this YouTube channel, and I hope it will be really great. Mohamed, with the first lap it will be a 2:47.2, 2.2 seconds behind Miu Miu, impressive lap time 2:45.0. Then Comrades comes up in second position right now in 2:45.7, and that's just behind Oscar, the young driver of 13 years old, 2:45.5. That's beat by Sensei Yakosh and Charles. Sensei Yakosh with a 2:44.5 actually. Impressive lap time, Charles in 2:44.8, so everything is going great for him right now. Sochi just came with pole position, 2:44.3. Real great lap time. Richie is up next. Maybe to set pole it will be pole for Richie, obviously, 2:44.2. Maybe Jones. Yeah, Jones to get the pole now. And Dstinct is back on track with Jones, 2:44.2. Huge domination by IGTSH, but right now in pole it's Jones from Dstinct Gaming raising up the English flag. Yeah, the flag. And Richie now in second position, ahead of Sotki and Sensei Yakosh. 3 IGTSH driver in the top 4. And then we have the 2 first COE with Chalcoir ahead of Survey, 5th and 6th right now. Miu Miu, the second Dstinct driver, is in P7, ahead of Lolo in P8. Moji in P9, and Moji is now ahead of Lolo, in fact, so interesting strategy by both of them. Then Fabrice in P10 right now. Hey, Razor, how are you? Hi everyone. Hi Bobsy. Then outside of top 10 right now we have Oscar in P11, 2:45.5, sorry. Then Comrades in 12th position, 2:45.7. And then Muhara for now is in 13th position, ahead of Boshkov and Mohamed, rounding up the leaderboard right now. Pretty interesting to see everyone. I think Mohamed just, I don't know, but I think slightly slowed down because he just overtook back Miu Miu, if I'm right. Yeah, so I think he lost some time because he was already ahead. Was sliding up here in Blanchimont. Obviously, really tough combo choose by Theory. Remember, it's the French team that chose this combo. That is Francorchamps under some rain with only this lovely car that is the BMW M3 GT from 2011. For now, no one is. Oh yeah, Comrades will improve his lap time. 2:45.4, still in 12th position behind Fabrice. Oscar and now Fabrice will improve his lap time. P8 for the French/Reunion driver. 2:45.0, 66 milliseconds ahead of Miu Miu. A tenth behind Survey that just improved to 2:44.9. Then Moji will improve too. Moji now in 2:45.2. Sorry, he's in P11 right now. Yeah, it will be during the race. Don't worry, Dixon. And then Boshkov, P13 right now in 2:45.5. Just need to have the English base back, Dixon, and then it will go really easily. Oh, Boshkov right now sliding in the Rédillon, really pushing hard. Mohata behind him. And for now it's still Jones in pole position, 2:44.256, still in first place ahead of Richie, Soti and Sensei Yakosh. Soti a 10th behind Richie, a 10th ahead of Sensei Yakosh. Ah, nice. Try to keep the rhythm for you, Dixon. Hope you're enjoying the whole event. Same for everyone else. And now it will be Mohamed that will be the first to close his quali run. Then it will be Miu Miu, his teammates. Unfortunately for him, 5/10 right now of penalty. And I think it will be the first Theory driver. I think it's Comrades or Survey behind. I think it's Comrades. Yeah, it's Comrades, but unfortunately 5/10 penalty for him too. Then I think it's an IGTSH driver. I think it's Moji. No, it's not Moji. It's not Moji. It's maybe no, it's Sensei Yakosh. Then it's Sensei Yakosh that is 5th right now on track, 4th in the standings. And the gap is pretty close with P1 only 2.60 10th. And now back with Mohamed for his last lap. 2:47.2. It will be a huge improvement and it will go in P5, 2:44.5. Then no improvements for the driver behind. Only Mohamed that improve. Sensei Yakosh will improve and take pole position. Sensei Yakosh, the young Hungarian driver, 2:44.1 ahead of Richie and Jones. Shalkwa will improve, but not enough to gain some position. Still in P5, 2:44.5. Oscar will improve too and go ahead of Survey. Oh no, he was already ahead, okay. Moji will improve. Moji will improve in 2:44.9. Richie maybe, no. I think it will be Sensei Yakosh or Jones, and Jones is in a really good run and take pole position. It will be for Dstinct Gaming with Jones in 2:44.016 ahead of Sensei Yakosh and Richie. Dstinct will take pole position. Insane job by Jones ahead of Sensei Yakosh, and Richie will go in 3rd position ahead of Soti. Then Shalkwa for the first Theory driver will be in P5. Mohamed in 6th position ahead of Oscar. So great Dstinct driver just behind. Then Survey will go in P8. Moji will start in P9. Fabrice to round up the top 10. Then 6th row only Dstinct Gaming with Mohara ahead of Miu Miu. Then Lolo and Comrades in 13 and 14, and Boshkov in 15th. And we're underway here at Spa-Francorchamps for the first race of the day. And blistering start from Sensei Yakosh will take the lead at La Source. Jones now under attack by Soti. Richie needs to defend from Mohamed. Mohamed is already past Charles. And Mohamed will try on Richie. No, it will be too hard for him. Richie will stay in P4, overtook by his teammate Soti. And Sensei Yakosh is still up the lead after Rédillon. Now on to Lecombe. Jones trying to get back his first position. Moji just overtook Oscar for 7th position too. So great start for IGTSH. Tough start for Dstinct and for COE. Then Mohamed trying to attack back Richie on the outside of the last turn of Lecombe. It will be once again too short. Richie will stay in 4th position, but really great battle between the Brit and the Brit/Hungarian driver. And Charles will try here to take back his 5th position. It will pass on the inside. Oh, and then Charles unfortunately misses the acceleration and will go down to P11. Poor mistake from Charles. Really unfortunate for the Luxembourg driver. Hi Olympic, hi Chaba, hi everyone. And yeah, Charles now really in a tough moment. Overtook by his teammates, comrades and survey. Mohara with a tough start too in P15 right now. Back in front now, it's Hungarian/English top 8. 4 Hungarians, 4 Englishmen. But Sensei Yakosh for now leading the way ahead of Jones, Soti and Richie. And for now, it's pretty close between Jones and Soti. Same gap between Sensei Yakosh and Jones. So top 3 right now. Flying away, Richie second behind. Same for Mohamed. And now he's been catching up by Moji. Moji with the P6 overtake on Oscar. Oh no, I think it's on Miu Miu. Miu Miu just lost 2 positions against Moji and Oscar. I think he just did a mistake during this first lap. And remember, it will be slight long races, 30 minutes long races to be precise. So we have a lot of time to see those driver battle. Then Miu Miu right now in P8 ahead of Lolo. The first series driver only in P9, so tough start of this race for the COE drivers. The French team that chose this combo, remember here it's in Francorchamps under rain. This beautiful M3 GT from 2011. Then Boshkov is running on the top 10 right now. So 4 IGTSH driver in the top 10, so really impressive right now. He's ahead of the 2 other Belgians, comrades in 11th and Survey in 12th. Then Charles in 13th, still ahead of Mohata. That means Mohata is now past Fabrice for P14. Tough start for the COE drivers. And now we'll go with Sensei Yakosh in the lead, the young Hungarian driver. If I'm correct, I think he's 18 years old. He's younger than me. So it's really young. Let's say. But for now, leading up the way, 7/10 of a gap against Dstinct Jones. And no, I just did a mistake, but IGTSH driver are all in top 10. Forgot about Moji, but Moji also is in top 10, and now he's in top 5 because Moji just overtook to Mohamed. I think he just also did a mistake, or I think it's happened in Lecombe. Dstinct Mohamed loses down 2 positions against Moji and Oscar. And now the young 13 years old Dstinct driver will be second in the standings for his team, ahead of Mohamed and Miu Miu. And we have like 2 big pack that created. The first one is lead by Sensei Yakosh and technically by Jones, because Jones nearly lost slipstream against Sensei Yakosh. It was pretty close, but right now still in second position. And Oscar driving. Will stay with Oscar because right now he's putting some pressure on Moji to gain back P5. Followed by all his teammates. Mohamed Miu just behind. Richie just took the fastest lap, 2:44.9 right now for Richie. That he's trying to grab those 5 points of fastest lap. And now lap number 3, going up the hill of Rédillon. And ahead is really close. Now we'll go ahead because Jones is attacking Sensei Akosh, trying to get back his P1, and it will be on the outside of Lecombe for Jones. First try for the Englishman against the Hungarian driver on the outside of Lecombe. Then inside of this second turn, it will be too short for him. And be careful because Sochi now will try to grab this P2. Will try it down Brussels. And he'll be once again too hard for him or behind. Be careful because Sochi just been hit by Richie's teammates. Moji now under attack by Oscar, and Oscar is through. Oscar and Mohamed are both through against Moji. We'll see what's happened. And yeah, he just misses his braking points, and Oscar and Mohamed just took those positions. Moji down in P7, and yeah, huge gift for Dstinct Gaming. A lot of spotters in the chat, so they will be happy about it. But now Oscar back in P5, Mohamed in P6, and Miu just loses 2 positions against Belgian's driver from COE, Lolo now in P8, Comrades now in P9. Survey trying to get back at his teammates. Charles now is in P12, and Boshkov loses some position. That means he lost 3 positions against the 3 COE drivers just before. So Charles Survey and I think it was Comrades overtook Boshkov. Right now Sensei Akosh that just created the right gap. For now, Jones is away from the slipstream of Sensei Akosh. Now, Sensei Akosh needs to keep that gap until La Source, until those 2 straights that are surrounding Rédillon. And will he have slipstream? It will be really close off a call. It will be on this turn. Only that's everything will be decided. Sensei Akosh needs to confirm Jones to do the best he can do, and I think it will be great for Sensei Akosh. Yeah, it will be good for Sensei Akosh, and Richie behind. Oh, with a huge save. Richie that nearly loses everything. Nearly loses right there. Oh, what a save from Richie. Wow, Richie that nearly crashed heavily into the wall. Jones just took back the slipstream on Sensei Akosh, so big news for him. Sochi is still on the back of the Englishman, and Richie now getting catched by Oscar and Mohamed that are catching up some paces. So really nice for them. Moji starting to, yeah, he needs to get a penalty, and now Lolo is just behind him. Battle for P7 between Moji and Lolo. Miu just overtook back Comrades. I think Comrades, yeah, I think he just did a mistake here and loses 2 positions back to Miu in P9 and Survey in P10. Lolo needs to go on to Moji. Hey Kakashi, how are you? Hope you're fine. Live stream. Lolo now in P8 is the first driver right now for Koi in this first race. 7 driver ahead of them. 4 IGTSH and 3 Dstinct gaming drivers. Careful here, Oscar sliding up at the end of this second sector of Spa-Francorchamps. And once again, Sensei Akosh creating a great gap between him and Jones, but Jones did the job too and managed to get rid of Soti. Soti now in P3, 1.2 seconds away from Jones, which is catching up to his teammates, trying to get rid of Oscar and Mohamed, while Moji is now being under attacked by Lolo. Slapper for now for Lolo, but still remains close to the Hungarian driver in front of him. Maybe too short to try something, and he thought about it for a moment. I'm sure it will be able to do that, Felix. But I think we only have one underwear to change in his next pits. But between the break he can bring more to his box if he needs to. For now he's 1.1 seconds away from Soti, and Soti is coming back at Jones, so really huge lap right now for Soti. Was more than a second and a half away from Jones for a moment, and now he's back in the slipstream of the Englishman, so really nice start of this lap number 5 for Soti. And Sensei Akosh pulling away now, 1.3 seconds of a gap between him and Jones. Battle for P2 between Jones and Soti. Battle for P7 between Moji and Lolo, still underway. And then Munu trying to stay in P9 to catch up Lolo and Moji, while Survey is getting back at him. So Munu between 2 fire right now to get back at the driver in front. When sliding right now under this heavy rain, obviously pretty tough to maintain this M3 on track. But for now we didn't see a lot of mistake from the 15th driver on track. Like I said, really great driver, even though Survey just did another big moment right there. We'll try maybe on the outside of Blanchimont against Miu Miu. It will be too tough to try. Miu Miu still in P9, but really in danger now. And maybe now for Survey. And no, still too short. Same for Lolo. Belgian driver now at home, are trying to get some positions, but really tough to confirm that the overtakes on track under this heavy rain. Moji still in front, Mimi 2. And in the lead, Jones is trying to get back at Sensei Akosh, but it's really hard for now. What's going to be Piton Slapper here after Réunion? Soti trying to get back at Jones, and Richie is coming back too. Mohamed and Oscar will change position. Mohamed will go in P5. They'll try to reverse roll. And now Mohamed will help Oscar to catch up to Richie in front. Moji still ahead of Lolo for now. And obviously Dixon will be happy because right now IGTSH driver are in front technically in the standings with P1, P3 and P4. Dstinct not far away with P2, P5 and P6. theory right now are slightly less in the good. P8, P9, P11 for their 3 best drivers. But Lolo still pushing on Moji, and Survey just overtook Miu Miu. I think it was on Les Combes, so we missed. Yeah, I think it was on Les Combes. And Survey now in P9. But look at the times lost during this battle. They were 9/10 away from Lolo, now 2.2 seconds away. And Miu Miu, unfortunately for him, slightly falling in the standings. Then Comrades now in P11, while it's fighting behind with Boshkov trying to defend from Fabrice. And that means Chalcois. I think Chalcois just did another mistake on lap 5, yeah, 2:56.7, sorry. So I think he lost some time, he did a mistake on lap 5 and losing a lot of time and positions. So Boshkov, Fabrice and Muhata went position up after the mistake of Chalcois. Right now Fabrice will try on the outside of Blanchimont on Boshkov. It will be too hard for him right now. Tough defense by Boshkov. And we already passed the mid-race. So I think it will be 11 laps for this race, while Lolo trying to go on to Moji. Goes through the grass slightly. Still in this under position. And we'll see right now Lolo trying to get back at Moji, while Richie just took the 3rd position ahead of Soti. Will go see what happened with the replay right after, but we need to focus on this new set of battles here at Les Combes that will come. For now in front, too much of a gap between everyone, so we'll stay with Moji and Lolo still behind Moji. Impossible for him to try anything on the Hungarian driver, and that means Survey is coming back at them, while Miu Miu unfortunately starting to struggle a lot more tire wear in fact. And Moji, Moji just been attacked by Lolo. I think Lolo tried on the outside, that's why we saw change in the standings, and just there little bit of contact between the 2 drivers. Lolo is still behind right now. Won't try at Pouhon here, but Moji is really in danger now. Lolo just warned him that he will try everything to pass him, and he still have 11 more minutes to try to do so. And I think he just dived on the outside, if I'm correct. Yeah, he tried on the outside. That's why we saw a change in the standings. But Moji managed to defend the back. And now a new try maybe for Lolo on Blanchimont and the bus stop chicane. That's ending the Spa-Francorchamps track. Okay, Lolo. 2 tenths and a half away now from the Hungarian driver. Try here after Blanchimont. A great run right now for Lolo. Will try, but the door has been closed by Moji. Once again, really tough and solid defense from the IGTSH driver. And now drivers are starting their 8th lap. Number 8 now on the way. 10 minutes left in this 1st race of the night. Still Sensei Yakosh in the lead, ahead of Jones and Richie. So like we expect, Sochi just gave back 3rd position to Richie, trying to catch up to Jones, and I think it's starting to catching up. Yeah, 9/10. So the 2 IGTSH drivers starting to catch up to Jones. Richie leading the way. Sochi following wisely, but behind they must be aware that Mohamed and Oscar are trying the same strategy and trying to get back at Jones too. It will be some tenseful last 10 minutes in this race for the podium positions. For now, without mistakes, the only one that is clear is Sensei Yakosh in the lead. It's 2.6 seconds of a gap between him and everyone else. Really impressive rhythm right now for Sensei Yakosh. Really setting up the pace. Yeah, a lot of pressure right now for Jones, but I know he's able to stay in P2. We have the level 4. We saw him on my personal YouTube channel during the RIG Cup. I think it was him back in the days in the old VLX team, and it was another tough grid. Mainly French grid, but it was a really tough grid with Richie. In fact, Richie that was here, Sensei Yakosh 2, top 3 were here, so it's great. And yeah, for now, the youngster from IGTSH is really setting up the pace, setting up the rhythm, and once again Richie with really huge moment, and unfortunately he just touched Jones. Richie that misses his breaking point, and now Joe's just been catched up by everyone else. Sochi just behind him. Richie's been catched up by Mohamed and Oscar, and now lap number 9. Jones trying up to defend against Sochi. And now everything is going up in the flames for Dstinct against IGTSH. It will be a 3v2 situation, 3 Dstinct, 2 IGTSH. And once Jones sliding up his way after Redion, and unfortunately it will be a 5/10 penalty for him, and Sochi will get back his P2 position. Richie will try to defend against Mohamed on the outside of Lecombe, and it can be a huge overtake for Mohamed, and I think it's good for him. He needs to finish his... Oh, and now he's sliding away, and I think it was alone. It's really annoying for him. It was a really good try. I think... Yeah, he just lost it. He just lost the rear. It's really unfortunate for him. He was doing so great, and he just lost the rear. And now he's down in P9 ahead of his teammate Miu Miu. And yeah, he unfortunately lost the rear. Richie only had his mistake on Jones that we won't see back, because obviously priority to the live, and we need to take the replay from this incident. Meanwhile, Lolo is still struggling to get past Moji. Now not for P7 but for P6 after that. It could be netcode, but the way that the car reacted, you see, maybe netcode, but it wasn't a clear touch between Richie and Mohamed. And it's really unfortunate, because he was doing so great, really great recovery after a tough start for the Dstinct driver. It's tough. Meanwhile, Lolo trying to get P6 back against Moji. Ahead too, it's really going down, and Lolo will try on the outside of the bus stop chicane, trying to still be on the inside. And now until until La Source, there will be next to each other. Now Lolo is through. Lolo is through now, and Survey will try on the outside of La Source. against Moji. The other Belgian driver from COE will try, and I think he's through. He through too. And now in P7, little bit of contact between the two drivers. Huge moment between Survey and Moji. Moji waited for Survey, really fair play to him, but a really huge moment between Survey and Moji. And now Lolo is really going a lot ahead of the two other drivers. 1.6 seconds now of a gap between the two Belgian teammates. And Moji will go back at Survey on the outside of Lecombe. I think Survey will have the best line for this one. Survey will keep his P7. Yeah, we can see that rear tires starting to be a huge problem for the drivers now in those last lap. And meanwhile, Comrades just had a penalty, which means Fabrice and Boshkov are now through. Or maybe not for Fabrice. I think he will let Comrades in front. Comrades needs to get back in P11 now ahead of Boshkov. Boshkov needs to defend from the two COE drivers right behind him. Comrades will try to put some pressure on Pouon, but it's a tough turn to try an attack, try to be side to side. Driver. Really fast turn and really tough in the rain conditions. Boshkov still in P11 right now, back in the lead with a 6.5 seconds gap between the lead and the other drivers. Sensei Akush really impressive during this first race. Sochi now trying to maintain his second position ahead of Jones. Then Richie is trying to get his fourth position against Oscar. Two IGTSH drivers being attacked by Dstinct driver. And then the two first COE drivers right now in P6 and P7 ahead of Moji. Moji seeing Mohamed going back at him in P9. He can still gain some position because it will be last lap. Last lap, like we said. 11 lap race long, so we are on the last lap of this first race tonight, and we still have some battles. Still need to focus on that gap between Soti and Jones. Richie and Oscar. Richie is trying to defend from Oscar. Oscar just catches up to Richie. Richie now in the red already. And Oscar will try on the outside of Lecombe in the braking zone. On the outside, he can manage to get past Richie, still side by side. And I think Richie will have the best line for this turn, trying to switch back. And once again, some contact between Oscar and Richie. Oscar is through now in P4. Richie still has half a lap to get back his P4, but yeah, right now Oscar has better tire wear and slightly more fuel to burn. Jones, I think it will be too tough for him to get back at Soti. And behind Mohamed is through on Moji, back in P8. Great for him to be back at least upper position, even after his unfortunate since 2 laps ago. Yeah, Bobsy only 13 years young, so really impressive to see how he's doing. A lot of young talents. Sensei Akush too, I think he's 17 or 18. Dixon can tell us, but he's really young. Oh, and there's been a crash. Comrades that just crashed away after Pouon. And it was at Pouon, and yeah, really big moment. Mohata that just saw the all crash. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, he's alone, unfortunately. and we'll need to get back at the direct because Sensei Akosh will be the winner for this first race of the triple team showdown. Sensei Akosh will take the win in a really dominant fashion, and then Sochi will get P2, Jones in third position, Oscar will maintain either fourth place against Richie, that will round up the top 5, then Lolo in P6 ahead of Survey in 7th, Mohamed will take P8, Moji will take P9, Miu Miu will take P10, and maybe on the line, no, it will not be possible, Boshkov will take P11, Mohara will take P12 on the line. Mohara just got Fabrice on the line. So yeah, important point for Dstinct. Mohara in P12, Fabrice in P13, Comrades in P14, and Shalkwa that took the 5 points bonus. Interesting, Shalkwa that decided to do a stop at the end of lap number 8 and take fastest lap. It will be a 2:44.3 for him, but he will stay in P15, Comrades in 14, and Sensei Akosh will take the win in a dominant way against Sochi and Jones. Oscar and Richie will complete the top 5. And yeah, it was a really great first race, I think. You can say that. Really impressive. Yeah, nice one, Oscar. Really nice one. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, nice. So yeah, it was a nice first race, and yeah, really great race from Sensei Akosh, from the 15 drivers. I hope you really enjoyed it. It was really tough for me to get back at English broadcasting, so yeah, it was hard for me to get back at it, but I hope you enjoyed it still. Been quite a while since my last stream in English on the IGTSH YouTube channel. But yeah, it was interesting, and that means we'll have 2 other great races, and it's now time for the IGTSH combo. That is just here. Forgot to change the names. Oh, Richie didn't. Richie. Okay, no worries. Richie didn't give me the right. Okay, still change the track. Oh, it's maybe no. I don't think 5 Life will not be 30 minutes. I don't know if Richie is on the live stream right now. I don't think that's the case. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, like I said in the chat, it will be a start at 10 PM French time, 9 PM English time. I don't think it's the right settings, Rich. Oh, Ghostex, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so we'll see some drivers trying to. Okay, nice. Okay, I think it was. Oh, maybe it was not. Maybe it was once again a. Oh yeah, it was only one car. that was chosen by IGTSH. So there are a combo that will be Sainte Croix, with my French accent obviously because it's a French French word, so it will be Sainte Croix B. In fact, only with the NISSAN GTR GT3, so a really huge car, really interesting, and yeah, it's like a classic for the IGTSH driver. I know that it is one of their favorite tracks, Sainte Croix, with Sardinia too, their favorite tracks. And I think for the IGTSH subscribers. Oh, okay, Bobsy. Oh, interesting. Bobsy, that he's already saying that it will be a win for Oscar, or that Oscar will come for the win because it is his track and his car. But like I said, IGTSH driver 2 are really enjoying this track, especially Richie and Sensei Yakosh. So we can see a really huge battle right now between Oscar, Sensei Yakosh, Richie. But remember that we'll have 12 other drivers that are really fast too. So it will be really interesting to see how it will go. Oscar already trying to calm down the Dstinct supporters. Oh, sorry, you see, just. Okay. Perfect. I don't know if Richie is here. I think he's racing. Yeah, he's racing. Okay. I just hope that Richie can come too quickly. Yeah, it's reversed or... Yeah, it's reversed again. I think it's that you wanted, Dixon. It was the all. It's based on last. I just need to know if it's reversed or not. Oh no, it's not reversed. Okay, so perfect. I'm just yeah. Just don't listen to me. Just don't listen to me, Dixon. It's all good. Yeah, it's not reversed. I just saw that. Obviously, it's in French, so it's not. And last thing, Dixon, how many? Like, I don't think it's 5 laps, so I think it was just the settings that Richie used to train. So I think it will be good. So if you want to see once again the starting grid for this second race, it's just here. So it will be pole position for Sensei Yakosh. Then next to him, Sorti. I'll try to do my best Hungarian impression. But it will be a first row. Yeah, okay. I'm sure it was just okay, so tack. Perfect. I don't think. No, I tack. Okay. Then it's not that. That. Perfect. Okay, I think it will be good now. So yeah, unfortunately, Dixon, you will not understand a thing of my screen. I'm really sorry. I can't change my game in English. I don't know why. Oh, we'll wait for Soti. Ooh, I hope Oh, I think okay. I think I'll need to go back. Oh, okay. We'll have a call.
So he has to. Thank you. So yeah, we need set by host now.
Okay. Okay. Just tell the stream. Okay. So the race will just go underway soon. Soti just have a blue screen, so he needs to start once again his game. So we'll just need to wait, but we can see the driver starting to train. Okay, perfect. Soti already there. So I'll just do the grid myself because I'm concerned that if because Soti lived, I'm concerned that it will, you know, not putting him in second place. So I prefer moving myself everything. So in first position it will be Sensei Yakosh, then Soti in second place, then it was Jones, Dstinct Jones, then Dstinct Oscar in fourth position, then Richie in P5, then Lolo in P6, then I think it was Survey in P7, then Mohamed, then oh no, Moji first. Moji in P9, then Moji in P9. Yeah, Miu Boshkov, okay. Just needs to don't start the race. So Miu in P10, Boshkov, then Mohata, then Fabrice, Comrades, Chalcois. Okay, perfect. We have our starting grid: Sensei Yakosh, Soti, Jones, Oscar, Richie, Lolo, Survey, Mohamed, Moji, Miu, Boshkov, Mohata, Fabrice, Comrades, Chalcois. Okay. Hey Storm. Hope you are doing great. I hope everything is alright. Hope everyone also is alright in the chat. And I think we're going on the way. And if so, we'll go for the second race here, 30 minutes long. Oh, Dixon. Oh, okay. Thank you for the screen. I just do it on... Yeah, I was... I think it's good. I think I did no mistake. So, just 2 seconds. Okay, perfect. Ah, okay. So Mohata needs to come back. So yeah, just 2 seconds, sorry. Okay, we'll see the driver that are who is racing. Okay, perfect. Lolo is racing right now. Just Boshkov behind him. Thank you, Storm. Trying my best. It's only my... I think it's been quite a while that I didn't stream in English. Obviously, I think you understood or heard that I was obviously French. But I'm trying my best to have the most British accent I can. Yeah, I can see that, Oski. Hey, Marty Lied. Welcome to the stream. A lot of theory driver trying to train, a lot of IGTSH 2 Dstinct. It's like calm, huge moment right now for I think it's Fabrice with number 23. So yeah, it's a great great experience for me to be back in English streaming. I think we'll try to do some other streams in English during February. It will be still on this YouTube channel, so on IGTSH YouTube channel, because I feel more comfortable to do English stream in this channel than on my personal channel, because everything is in French and everyone of like 95% of my community is French. So yeah, I think it will still be here, but it's really interesting and pleasant to try and improve as much as I can. Fortunately, I can't be that explosive as I am in French, because obviously I'm still, searching a lot for my vocabulary. But yeah, for now it's great. And thanks much, Light, for the subscribe. Thanks a lot for the IGTSH YouTube channel. Really appreciate for them. And yeah, I think I'll just do some other on my channel, on this channel for sorry, in English. Okay, we'll check. Mohara is now on track in P12. And yeah, I think he is good with the livery. So now I think we'll go underway. Okay, Mohata is still in P12 there, so I think we'll not lose the 3 position. So we can go I'll just wait for, okay. So yeah, once again, I think there's absolutely no mistake here. So we can go. Perfect. Ready for those 30 minutes of race here around Sainte Croix B layout. Sensei Akosh will take first position ahead of Sochi. Then Jones and Oscar in the second row. 100% Dstinct Gaming second row. Then Richie in P5 ahead of Lolo and Survey, both Belgians from COE. Mohamed will start in P9 ahead of Moji. Miu Miu in P10, Boshkov in P11, Mohata in P12, and then the last 3 places from COE drivers, Fabrice, Comrade, and Chalcois. And when the lights will turn from red to green, we'll be underway here for the second race of the Triple Team Showdown. And blistering start from Jones, already in P2, ahead of Sochi. Good start for Richie too, already ahead of Oscar. Serve and Lolo right behind, and Jones will not maintain. Oh, he will maintain his P2. Sochi going slightly wide, and now needs to defend from Serve and Richie. Serve will try to pass the 2 IGTSH driver, but Richie through. Richie now in P3, Sochi will lose 2 other position. Really tense battle between Lolo, Serve and Richie. Oscar will be back in P5 against Lolo. Richie now in P3, Sochi in P4, Oscar in P5 head of Lolo. Unfortunate start for the 2 Belgians, it was a blistering start from them. Then Mohamed now is in P7, Miu Miu just gained 2 positions at the start, P8, Moji loses 2, stay in P9, sorry, Survey loses some position, was 7th, is now 10th, then Boshkov still P11 ahead of Fabrice and Comrades. Mohata will lose 2 positions, and behind, just in front of them, huge moment, I think it was between a COE driver, yeah, it was Survey, huge moment for Survey, I think it was with another driver, and yeah, really tough start for Survey. I think he touched with Boshkov. Boshkov being touched by Fabrice, and then yeah, you saw that Survey unfortunately blocked his. Oh wow, horrible situation for the COE drivers. And Survey now back at the back of the grid. Oh, Moata now has a big moment. Moata, and he's now sliding and just been touched by Fabrice. No damage, but Mohata is now out and back in P15. Huge crash for the Bulgarian driver from Dstinct Gaming. Now back in the lead. Sensei Akosh still in front of Jones, Richie and Sochi. A lot of things happened in this first lap. Jones now will try on the outside of Sensei Akosh. Jones followed also by Richie. 3 people battling for the race lead. And it's nearly though that we said Sensei Akosh, Richie and Oscar. It will not be Oscar, it will be Jones for Dstinct Gaming in front. But Richie will try to go on the inside of Jones. And with the help of the slipstream of Sensei Akosh, he will gain P2 ahead of Jones now. And just behind, Oscar just took a 4th position ahead of Lolo. Hi Roland. Welcome to the live stream. It was just... Oh, and I think Sochi just had a penalty. And unfortunately will lose his P6. Going down in P10. Boshkov now in P9. Miu Miu up in P8. And Mohamed will try on Moji on the outside for Mohamed. And great one for Mohamed that will maintain, I think, his P6 against Moji. Yeah. So yeah, we had a lot of crashes in this first lap. And meanwhile, Richie will try on Sensei Akosh, Jones just behind, and Oscar managed to get back at the leaders. And yeah, Felix just got some. Jones will go down on the inside and will lose. Jones is out, and I think IGTSH driver too, and I think it's Richie. Richie and Jones are both out. What happened? Jones and I think they just misjudged braking point. Oh, the 2 Dstinct drivers! The 2 Dstinct drivers missed their braking points. Richie now in 11th position, Jones in 12th. And I think it's the race win already dead for them. Both out. Huge drama in the second lap. And yeah, they've just been trapped by the slipstream effect. Damn. A lot of things happened right now. And Lolo now is in P2. After all of this, Lolo is now in P2. Sensei Akosh alone in the lead. And now Shakwa in P7. Oh, we need to do a recap. So Sensei Akosh is now back in the lead. And now the second place driver is Lolo. Sensei Akosh was the only driver in the top 4 that didn't make any mistake in this corner. Yeah, a lot of action right now. Lolo in P2, battling for the lead with Sensei Akosh. And then Mohamed just overtook Moji for 3rd position. Mohamed in 3rd, Moji in 4th. Remember, they were 6th and 7th, now 3rd and 4th. So huge improvement for them. Then Oscar down in P5 now, trying to escape from a huge group behind him, but unfortunately they will catch up thanks to slipstream. Miu Miu in P6, Shalkwar in P7, Sochi in 8th, and Boshkov in 9th. Then Richie now back in P10 after he overtook comrades, and then Jones will take P11, back ahead of the Belgian driver. Then Fabrice in P13, Survey 14th, and Muhata 15th. Boshkov now trying to defend from... Oh no, he just overtook Shako. I think, yeah, Sochi just managed to get 3 positions in the span of a straight line, and now Shako will try on the outside of Boshkov. And I think it will be good. I think for Shalkwa, nice one. Oh no, okay. Help of his teammates. Shalkwa will stay behind, and it's Sochi that had a penalty. Richie is now back in the group. Overtook Shalkwa right now for P8. We just saw it. Moji just overtook Mohamed for 3rd position. Moji in P3 now. And then 3 Brits are following each other. Mohamed in 4th, Oscar in 5th, Miu Miu in 6th. Boshkov in P7 ahead of Richie and Chalcoir. Sochi in P10. Richie trying to get back at the lead. He's 6 seconds away from Sensei Akosh. And he will try on Boshkov at the end of the bridge. Chalcoir needs to defend from Sochi. Boshkov will not let through his teammates. Clearly not. No team orders right there. Boshkov wants to overtake Miu Miu. And now the big opposite straight line. After this huge right-hander. And now everyone will attack each other. Lolo maybe. No, Lolo is too far away from Sensei Akosh. Mohamed will go back in 3rd ahead of Moji. And behind there will be 3 rides between those, nearly 4 we saw. And I think Miu Miu will stay in P6. Really nice management for him. Hey Fabien, how are you? Hi Hunter. Hope you are doing great. Miu Miu now in P6 ahead of Richie. Richie just took P7 ahead of Chalcoir. Boshkov loses a lot of position in this 4th lap. Chalcoir 8th, Sochi, 9th right now. And Lolo just took back fastest lap. 2:07.1 for the Belgian driver. Sensei Akosh in the lead. And Moji is still trying to get back at Mohamed. 2.3 seconds right now between Lolo and Mohamed. Yeah, still some improvement to make, I think, Hunter. And don't mind to ask for the like button too, Dixon. We can add that if you like the stream. Don't mind to push that like button right behind, right below the stream. And for now, we are 10 minutes away. Il est pas méchant Flobot, t'inquiète pas, il sait mon niveau par rapport à lui. Yeah, sorry. Slight French moment, but back in English now. Lolo is trying to get back at Sensei Akosh. Battle for the lead right now between Sensei Akosh and Lolo. Battle for the lead. 3.3 tenths only now. Mohamed trying to defend from Moji, but I think it will go through for the Hungarian driver. Hey Oliver, how are you? Hope you're doing great, Bruno. And Moji is now through against Mohamed in P3. Oscar in P5 still. Richie now in P6. Richie is trying to get back at everyone. He still have 19 minutes, he can do it, but for now Sensei Akosh and Lolo still are faster than him. He's now in P6 ahead of Sochi. He overtook Miu Miu 2 and Chalcoir 2. Great race for now for the Luxembourg driver. In P8, following Sochi that is really fast, like we saw. Miu Miu now needs to defend from Boshkov, battle for P9, and Jones is back too. Jones is back. Boshkov will try down the inside of Miu Miu at turn 1. It will be too short for him. And a driver that is slowing down is Oscar. Oscar, slow down. I think he's had an issue. Richie now in P5 ahead of Oscar. And I think we need to see what happened from Oscar just before the bridge. It's a huge moment. And I think he just... Oh yeah. Oh, okay, second penalty for cutting turn 1. So it's not a mistake. And Oscar now needs to defend from Sochi, needs to get back at Richie. Richie now in P5. And yeah, like once again, slight group that is just creating. Ooh, slight mistake from Richie and Oscar, and immediately Sotti will take P6. Oof. Oscar banging some doors against. And now Charcois will try on Oscar for P7. Behind we can see some Dstinct driver trying to overtake Boshkov, I think. And it will be Richie still in front in P5 ahead of Sotti. How to pronounce it? And Charcois will try on Oscar on the outside, and he will go through, I think. Mohamed in the same time overtaking back Moji in P3. And Charcois is through. Really nice overtake from the Luxembourg driver. Ahead of Oscar now. Behind Boshkov will overtake Miu Miu, but Jones 2 position lost by Miu Miu, unfortunately. And now it's some COE drivers that are coming back. Comrades and Fabrice coming back at Miu Miu. Survey still second, 0.8 behind, and Mohata really far away after his huge off at the start of the race. For now, Mohamed and Moji still battling each other. Moji will try, and Mohamed will stay in front in P3. Huge and amazing battle between the Dstinct driver and the IGTSH driver. Mohamed now in P3. Moji will go down against Mohamed and go back in third position. And behind, Richie is now getting away from everyone else, and Sotti, I think Sotti just did a mistake or something like that, because Charcois and Oscar are back in front of him, and they are a second 0.3 behind Richie, so perfect for Richie, not for Charcois. And now 3 wide for those drivers, but we need to be really careful into this corner. We know it's the most obvious overtaking place. Slightly bit of contact between Oscar and Charcois. Huge save from both of them. Huge save from Oscar and Charcois, but Sotti through, and Oscar managed also to overtook Sotti. How has he done that? Needs to see the action back, but it was really, really... Oh, I think it was netcode there. Okay, I think it was netcode maybe. And thankfully, it was a great save from Charcois. We are on board with the Luxembourg driver. Yeah, great self-control. Yeah, once again some netcode. Hey Jensen, how are you? Yeah, some netcode, unfortunately, but everything is back to normal, and fortunately for us, no one is hurt or hard the wall. Yeah, it was nice, but Oscar and Charcois still here. Sotti in P7 now, entering the bridge. We are now past half race. 14 minutes left in the second race of the night. And now Sotti trying at the end of the bridge against Oscar for P6. Yeah, I think don't worry, Dixon. I know it's good. No issue for that. Still focusing on the race right now, and Oscar maintaining his P6. I need to see, but yeah, right now it's still really, really close between Sensei Akosh and Lolo, but Lolo will not attack Sensei Akosh for now, being patient. Mohamed will not try on Moji, and behind Sotti, maybe on Oscar. No, not for this lap. Charcois trying to have a look to gaining back P7. Slight mistake from Sotti. Promise, Dixon. Once in my life I will try to be fluent in Hungarian. at least in Hungarian pronunciations. And right now Sotti will try on the inside, sorry, of last turn. Now 3 wide. Oscar trying everything he can to defend against Charcois and Sotti. And Charcois through now on the Hungarian driver in P7 back for the Luxembourg driver. In front, I think I saw it was Richie. Richie is now 1 second ahead of away from Moji and Mohamed. Mohamed just set his personal best in 2:07.3 during last lap. So great pace from the English driver, the leading Dstinct car for now, Mohamed. And Thierry with great run right now for Lolo in second place. Yeah, everyone is giving everything, Maestro. That's why it's really great. And slight penalty for Sotti. Slight contact with the wall for Charcois and Oscar. Charcois will try on the outside here and will go through ahead of Oscar for P6. But now it will be this really long straight. And Oscar, I think, will get back at the CRE driver in front of him. Sotti too. On board, sorry, with Sotti, while Mohamed will try to go back at Moji. And now 3 wide, Sotti trying to get the inside of both of them, and I think Charcois is now... Okay, I thought he was in the sound. Fortunately for him, he's still right on the track. But Sotti just took 2 positions really aggressively. He touched between Charcois and Sotti. Yeah, fortunately, Charcois is now saying that it was kind of close call between him and Sotti, and I think Charcois will try on the outside and will go through once again in P6. Sotti let him by after the little touch. Sotti will stay ahead of Oscar now, and yeah, Jones trying to catch up now. Jones just took P9. He overtook both comrades and Miu Miu, and now he's also while catching up to the driver in front, he's taking with him Miu Miu and comrades. I think, yeah, comrades is still following the 2 Brits from Dstinct Gaming. When a mistake here for all of them, and Jones now is back down in P10. Miu Miu just overtook him, and it was kind of strange, but Jones nearly screwed his great recovery for now. Still in P10 now, just behind Miu Miu. Meanwhile, behind Survey in P12, Survey 2 is trying to catch up after his great start, and then his huge crash right after, unfortunately. Survey now in P12, he overtook Fabrice and Boshkov. Boshkov been overtook by both Kikoi driver. Morata still, unfortunately for him, far away. And meanwhile, still a huge battle between Mohamed and Moji, and Richie is now catching up to the drivers. Mohamed on the outside of Moji to stay in 3rd position. Great defending from him. And now Moji will needs to check what he will do with Richie. I personally prefer the livery of Richie than Moji. I think it's the best one of the IGTSH for Richie than Moji. And Moji, meanwhile, will try on the inside of last turn. Richie will help him during this straight line, and they are both through. Richie now in P4, Moji in P3, and that's a huge point for IGTSH if they can maintain it in the last 8 minutes of racing here in Sainte Croix. Hi Damien, how are you? When Richie, really huge moment for him. I don't think they bump draft. In fact, Jensen, I think they were just following. I don't think they were touching. because it was I don't know yet, but right now we saw, I think it's Mohamed that touched Richie. Ah yeah, see, just slight contact, maybe net code. But now Moji is a second away from Richie and Mohamed, and meanwhile Soti just overtook Oscar. What happened? Oh, and Shakwa too. Ah, I think Shakwa went off. Oh, Shakwa went off! Shakwa went off! Aye! Engine damage too. Ah, really unfortunate. Shakwa was doing so great. So disappointing for him. So disappointing for him. He was doing so well. This Luxembourg driver was deserving his great result. Yeah, that's kind of harsh on him. Kind of harsh now in P15 behind Morata. And that means now Soti and Oscar are alone in this battle for P6. And it's now Soti that will go alone, and not for long, because he nearly loses his Nissan GTR. Jones now is back in P8, still ahead of Miu Miu and Comrade. Survey just still is in front of Fabrice, trying to take his French friend to catch up to Comrade, but I think it will be too short in 6 minutes to catch up those 2 seconds. Maybe he can catch, because they will fight. The 3 of them will fight, especially Miu Miu and Comrade for P9. Jones, I think, is slightly faster than the 2 others. And in front, Lolo is still following Sensei Akosh, waiting and waiting to try his maiden attempt on the young Hungarian driver in front of him. Starting to get rough for my voice. And I think Shakwa once again stopped to take the 5 points. For now, Lolo still have it, but I think he prefer saving up the COE 5 points for the fastest lap of this race. Lolo in P2, behind Richie, still have Mohamed on his back in the slipstream position, but now Richie comes up at the slipstream of Moji. They are 3 for 1 position on the podium. Richie in P4 and Mohamed 5th right now. Slight moment for Mohamed, and Richie is trying to go. Oh, and he's in purple right now. Richie's in purple to maybe take back fastest lap away from COE and take it for IGTSH. Slipstream from Moji. Will the 207.1 of Lolo will go down? No! Stay in purple for now, the Belgian driver in P2, which is still behind with this 207.286. Back in the P6 fight, and Oscar just overtook back Soti. Oscar in 6th position. Then Jones now in P8. Completely he flew away from everyone else behind. And Survey now in P9 ahead of Fabrice. Miu Miu just been overtook by the French driver, that means, and Comrades has catching up to. Oh no, I think, yeah, it was Survey behind. So Comrades and Bosch and Miu Miu just been overtook by Fabrice and Survey. So the 2 duo just been reverted. And then Boschkov still in P13 behind Morata and Chakwar with new medium tires. And now lap 13, will we get a first attempt from Lolo, or will he wait last lap? And I think they will have a bonus lap. I think they will have a bonus lap if we are staying like that. It will be... Oh, and they're 3 wide. They are 3 wide. Mohamed will try in the inside, and I think it will be too long. It will be too long of a break. And there will be no exchange of position. Moji still ahead of Richie and Mohamed. And now the IGTSH driver trying to pull away from the Dstinct driver behind. They need to put him, and I think it's good if they have a great run here in the last turn. And yes, Mohamed is now away from a slipstream zone. Moji and Richie will finish 3rd and 4th at the last lap, and I think that Sensei Akosh and Lolo will have a last lap. I think they will have a last lap compared to everyone else. We'll have a last showdown between the 2 drivers for the win, and they will give everything they got because they will be the 2 only drivers on the last lap. Ooh, it will be intense. Ooh, it will be great. I think they will. I think you will see. I think he will be able to understand, Lolo, that they will have, if I'm correct, another lap, a 15th lap compared to everyone else. And behind Richie's trying to put pressure on Moji. Mohamed, unfortunately, I think he got a penalty because he's 2.4 seconds away from the IGTSH driver, now sliding up this rear tire, sorry. And Oscar trying to take back to finish the job in P6 against Sautier. And yes, Lolo will stay behind Sensei Akosh. I think he knows they will have a last lap, just the 2 of them. It will be so close, so close. But I think, yeah, 20 seconds, it should be good. Yeah, it will be good, it will be good. We'll have a last lap between Sensei Akosh and Lolo, and they will be the 2 only drivers to have this last lap. Wow, it will be intense. And there you go, lap number 15. Meanwhile, Richie, ooh, they nearly lost everything, but it will be Moji. Moji will take P3 ahead of Richie in P4, Mohamed in P5, Sautier in P6, managed to overtake Oscar in P7, Jones will get P8, Survey in P9, Comrades in Comrades in P10, yes, Fabrice in P11, Miu Miu in P12, Boshkov in P13, Moara will finish in P14th, and Charcois with the fastest lap in 206.5 will finish P15. And now we are ready for this last fight between Sensei Akosh and Lolo. They waited for 15 laps before attacking each other, and now we'll get this last battle between the young IGTSH driver and the I think young 2 COE driver for the win. Will we have a second win from Sensei Akosh or a first win from Lolo, putting back the name of COE in front? And it's now or never. It will be now for the both of them. Sensei Akosh against Lolo, 1/10 away on the outside of this turn. This right-hander, known for being the easiest spot here in Sainte Croix, on the outside. Sensei Akosh sliding up this way, still in front. And I think it will be good for Sensei Akosh. Maybe a great run in the S's for Lolo. And he have a great run right now. He's catching up to Sensei Akosh in the last turn. He will go around the outside, maybe trying to put back, and it will be, I think, too close, too short for him. It will be a second race win in the line. Yes, Sensei Akosh will take the win. But what a race! Sensei Akosh with the win against Lolo and Moji. Wow, what a race! Insane race. And once again, the young Hungarian driver will win for IGTSH. Young Akosh wins it for IGTSH, and obviously it will make Dixon really happy to see his young talent winning again. Oh, sorry, forgot to close down my mic. Some slight tension, obviously, but it was a great race. Insane race right now. Hope you loved it. Hope you liked it. And we will go for the last race. Remember, it was the race chosen by IGTSH. First one was chosen by COE, and now we'll go in the race chosen by Dstinct Gaming, that we will discover right now. So sorry, it was still the RIG Sport event. Okay, perfect. And I think everything is good. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, the combo chosen by Dstinct Gaming will be on the Japanese track of Suzuka. And this time it will not be only one car, it will be the all category that will be possible to use. And we'll have a 9-minute break for the drivers. 9-minute break. We'll get back at 50 and we'll just talk. I think I'll just take something for my throat because it's starting to get... Okay. Better. Okay. And yes, nice drive from Richie, but Moji managed to get back P3. Yeah, that's the biggest flex, I think, Jensen. Just to get the last lap to fight. And we'll see. And what will be interesting, it's... Oh, okay. I think we'll not see a lot of diversity. Okay. I think everyone will still be on the GTR. Apparently a very popular car. And we'll see some driver racing, trying to get some practice right now. Okay. Trying to fix something with Dixie. Oh yeah. True, Dixon Sarah. Thank you. Okay. So for now, no one lived, so I just do that. Okay. I think it's good. Hey Pajo Kitty, welcome to the stream. Hi everyone else. So in race 1, that was the COE combo in Spa-Francorchamps under the rain with the BMW M3 GT. It was a win for Sensei Akosh, then P2 for Sotyi, so 2 first position for the IGTSH team. Sensei Akosh here ahead of Sotyi. Then in P3 and P4 it was Dstinct drivers, in P3 Jones and in P4 Oscar. And then in P5 it was IGTSH Richie. And then on race 2, if you were talking about it, it was the IGTSH combo, Sainte-Croix B layout with the Nissan GTR GT3. And it was right there, a win from Sensei Akosh once again, ahead of Lolo, Moji, Richie and Mohamed for Dstinct race gaming, sorry. So there you go. I think everything good, Dixie. Okay. Just checking if everything is good. Okay, back on track. So for now, we're just waiting for the... I think it's only Richie? Yeah, just Richie. That we are waiting for. This last 30 minutes race. Some great action. Who wants to try pronostic for this one? Who do you think in the chat will win this one? Will Sensei Akosh get a third win, or will get a new winner? And if so, who? Just your answers. No, Jensen Tires is not off, so I'm sorry, it will be in French. But it's yeah, it's X4 tire wear and X2 fuel consumption. I'm sorry, it's all in French, but yeah, I think you can still understand by looking at it. Okay, for Dixon, it will be a third race win for Sensei Akosh, obviously. For Bobsy 2, okay. Yeah, we are seeing some great racing, I think. We are pretty lucky. Sorry. So remember, once again, it will be a pole position for Sensei Akosh after his race win. And then it will be second place for COE Lolo. Really interesting to see that Lolo will start in P2. And then on the second row, it will be a full IGTSH second row with Moji in third place and Richie in fourth. Then on the third row, we'll have Dstinct Mohamed that we can see right here on the screen. First Dstinct driver will start in P5, and just behind him, I think it's another Dstinct driver. It's a Sotyi for IGTSH that will start P6, and then Dstinct Oscar that will start in P7. I'm trying to do all by memory, so I'm trying to have no mistake. And then in P8, I think it's Survey in P8, if I'm correct, ahead of. No, it's Jones. Jones in P8, and then Survey, comrades. So we'll have a fourth row full Dstinct and a fifth row full COE. Then Fabrice in P11, Dstinct Miu Miu in P12. So I just remember that Fabrice overtook Miu Miu on the last laps. And then Boshkov in P13, Mohata in P14, and Shalkwa in P15 So yeah, that will be the grid for last race that will start in 2 minutes. Okay, I think it will be great. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think everything will be great. I start now. 15 Dragon track. Okay, perfect. We'll go for this last race. Okay, perfect. Okay. Everything should be good, so with, yeah, it's a good one. Perfect. Okay, good luck to everyone for this last race. Sensiakosh on pole, and yeah, we'll start with a minute of advance because we want to see some race action. I think you too. So we are underway for this last race of the Triple Team Showdown. Sensiakosh in the lead, Lolo in second place, Moji and Richie in the second row, Dstinct Mohamed in P5, Sochi in P6. Before this fourth row, only Dstinct with Oscar in 7th and Jones in 8th. And then a COE Belgian row on the 5th row with Survey 9th and Comrades rounding up the top 10. And once the lights will go from red to green, we are underway for 30 minutes of racing here at Suzuka. And we're underway, everyone I think, yeah, everyone started, no restart, and Sensiakosh with a great start, still in the lead ahead of Lolo, and Richie just overtook to Moji. Sochi will try on the inside of turn 1 and will pass in P5. Great start for Sochi. Mohamed now still in P6 ahead of Oscar and Jones. Survey Comrade still there, and a great start from Moata. Moata just took 2 positions back. Fabrice and Boshkov now down. Boshkov loses a lot of position, 2 places down for the Hungarian driver. The Bulgarian driver otherwise with 3 positions gained at the start ahead of Fabrice and Boshkov. Shalko was already behind. Shalko ahead of Boshkov, behind Fabrice. And now Sensiakosh in the first time we are going here at Hairpin. And then now going down to Spoon. Obviously a lot of really famous corner here at Suzuka. Lolo still in P2. Right now, pretty shy start. Even though right now Lolo is starting to get a lot of pressure against Richie, and Richie will try on the outside of 130R. Nearly said it in French, but Richie on the outside of 130R, and we will go through in P2. Richie now trying to catching up to his teammate Sensiakosh. Lolo down in P3, Moji in P4, Sochi in P5. And then a bunch of Dstinct driver with Mohamed still in front of Oscar and Jones. Survey in P9, Comrades in P10. And Jones will try on Oscar. Yeah, Jones will see Oscar let him through. Jones now in P7, ahead of Oscar. And behind, Mimuz now being catched up by his teammate Mohata. I think I'll try to go back at the start. And yeah, okay. There has been a slight touch between Morata and Boshkov, we saw it. And then a second touch between Fabrice and Boshkov. Okay, so now we understand what happened to Boshkov. Anyway, he's in P15 behind. Sochi just overtook Moji for P4. I think Moji just led by his teammates. Sochi now in P4. Really great space tonight from him. And behind it's Oscar with a huge moment, huge off right now. But great save. Although he lost the position against Survey. Survey now in P8. Little moment for Survey too. Trying to defend his newly gained P8. And he will stay in front of Oscar right now, just before Spoon. And Spoon right now, really known couple of left-handers. And Survey is now officially through against Oscar. Just going back to him to see what happened. But yeah, great save from him on the AstroTurf, and yeah, huge save from Oscar. In fact, because it could have been a lot worse for him. He just lose the position. He could have lost a lot of time in a lot of position without this great save. And now starting up lap number 3 for the drivers. Oscar trying to get back his P8s at the first turn, and he will go through. Back in P8 now. Meanwhile, Lolo just overtook back Richie. Missed it unfortunately, but I think it was just before this first turn during the straight line. Lolo back in P2, and once again, who is pulling away? It's Sensei Yakosh. That is really doing great tonight. Wow, Sensei Yakosh is really impressive. And now Lolo needs to defend from Richie. Battle for P2. And Richie maybe will try here. No, will stay behind at hairpin. Then behind, I don't think we can see an... Oh yeah, Survey and Oscar still getting at it. And behind it's Comrades that needs to defend from Miu Miu. Battle for P10 with Morata just behind the Bulgarian driver from Dstinct Gaming. Okay, same thing. Ooh, first try for Miu Miu. Great defense by Comrades. Great defense. And unfortunately it will not go through at the second part of Spoon. Unlucky, because it was a really great defense on the first part of Spoon. Comrades will go on the outside in the sand, down from P10 to P15. Reinforcements for Comrades, he was doing really well, but yeah, too hard for him. And now lap number 4. It was a little bit help, but yeah. Richie now still trying to get back at Lolo. Behind, it's now Mohamed. Mohamed is trying to attack Moji. Battle for P5 now between Moji and Mohamed. John's trying to have a look too. And we'll get, I think, yeah, we'll get a little bit of inside camera from John's POV. Following Moji and Mohamed, and behind it's Oscar trying to pull away from Survey and actually slightly managing to pulling away. For now, Dstinct drivers are all over Moji, and it will, yeah, I think it will be first. Oh no, okay, he took a penalty. Yeah, I saw that he cut it a lot of curb on the inside. I was hoping for him that he would get away with it. Unfortunately not, a 5/10 penalty, which means Mohamed is now in P5 and Jones is now in P6. Great points earned by Dstinct Gaming, the English team. And right behind, Oscar managed to pull away from Survey 1.1 seconds and trying to get back at Moji. Survey now needs to defend from Miu Miu, battle for P9. And he will, no, he'll just try to put some pressure on Survey at 130R. And behind, I think it's Moata. Yeah, Moata needs to defend from Fabrice, battle for P11. And behind, it's Chalcois that needs to defend from Boschkov, battle for P13. The Luxembourg driver having a tough night of racing. Oh, a penalty for Moata. Fabrice is now through in P11. Unfortunate for the Bulgarian driver. And now Chalcois managed to get back at the Dstinct gaming driver just in front of him. And now it's, I think it's the first time we have a group with only 3 drivers and 1 from each team. Moata ahead of Chalcois, ahead of Boschkov. 6 seconds ahead of the poor comrades in P15. Meanwhile, Moji trying to get back at the Dstinct driver ahead of him. And Richie still attacking Lolo. Lolo trying to catch up to Sensei Akoshi. He managed to catch up, in fact, 2 tenths. He gained 2 tenths on Sensei Akosh during lap 4. And now we'll try to see what will happen at the end of lap 5. But already 10 minutes of racing. A third of the race is now done. And behind it's starting to... Oh, I think Sotti... Oh, Sotti is disconnected. Sotti is disconnected. Oh, it's really unfortunate. He was in P4. I think he was in P4. And unfortunately, Sotti just been disconnected. And yeah, that's a shame for him. Yeah, he will not be able to see him. That's a real shame because he was having some great point, and now IGTSH will have a P15 technically, and we'll have a stop. We'll have a stop for some drivers. I think it was this race with a strategy, because it will be both mediums and soft tires. And yeah, in fact, I didn't saw it, but Sensei Akosh and Lolo are in soft, Richie too. Moji's in medium, Oscar's in medium. Huge mistake from my side, I'm sorry, I didn't check the tires at the start of the race. That's my bad. But some medium tires driver just stopped. Jones stopped to take some soft tires. He's now back in P9 on track. Mohamed stopped too. He's now back in P10, which means Jones overtook Mohamed in the pits. Then Survey also boxed for soft tires. He's now in P11 ahead of Moata that boxed too. Still battling with Chalcois, now battle for P12. Then behind its comrades that boxed too. So the top 8 still is waiting to box. For now, yeah, it will be interesting to see how the table turns, but will Sensei Akosh, and Richie maintain their gap even though they are in softs at the start of this race? Slight mistake from Lolo. Richie will be able to put some pressure on him back. And yes, Sotti will get back. Unfortunately, we will not be able to do anything. Already 12 minutes of racing. It's too much. Still on track for now, those soft tires. I think they'll try to go long to use as much as they can their soft tires. But does that now means why those drivers are more than a second by lap? Meanwhile, Boschkov just boxed at the end of lap number 6 to take his soft tire compounds, and now top 7 needs to box. I think Fabrice, Miu Miu and Oscar and Moji will just wait at the end of lap 7 to box and to do an even strategy with both 50 minutes on soft and 50 minutes on mediums. I don't know when Sensei Akosh, Lolo and Richie will stop as they start on soft tires. It will be interesting to see, to check. For now, a huge battle between Moji and Oscar, battle for P4, battle for P2 between Lolo and Richie still. P6, Fabrice in P7, and behind, for now it's pretty calm, but you can think that the storm will go through after everyone will box. Still a big battle between Chalcois. Oh, Chalcois just overtook Moata, that means Chalcois is now through in P11. Boshkov just now exit the pit in P13, and the soft tire people still in for a 8th lap with the same compounds. Meanwhile, Moji will stop, Oscar will stop, Miu and Fabrice will stop too. At the end of lap 7, like I said, only the top 3 remaining, and we'll wait for them to arrive at their boxes. Moji to change tires, and Oscar will go. Moji, Oscar now away. Moji now in P7, Oscar in P8, Miu Miu in P9. Miu Miu overtook by Chalcois. Chalcois now is through against Miu Miu, and Mohata is once again back in front of Fabrice. Mohata in P11. Still in P30. Okay, so interesting to see how the now driver in soft tires are on track. Oscar is trying to get back at Moji. A huge battle in the coming up laps between them. And right now it's a really great situation for Survey, now in P6. He's technically 3rd of the drivers in new soft. So pretty interesting. Oscar against Moji. Will he try something at Spoon or at 130R? I think not. Oh, maybe. And I think, was it a touch between the two of them? When meanwhile it's battling between Chalcois and I think it was Miu Miu. I need to see it back. And Richie tried the undercut on Lolo and Sensei Akosh. There was a slight touch here. There was a slight touch, and Miu Miu just overtook Chalcois. But second penalty, unfortunately, for Miu Miu. Oscar is through in P7. Miu Miu unfortunately was through on Chalcois, and I think it was a really nice battle. Now Mohata is through on his teammate Chalcois back in P9, and he can now try to get back at Moji, and Moji is in medium. Moji starting in soft. Oh, maybe, I think Moji started in soft. So Moji is back in medium now, and that's why he's struggling that much. Ooh, interesting. Meanwhile, Richie is now back in P3. It will be hard for Richie to maintain Jones behind him during 13 minutes. And I think Jones can win this. I think Jones is really great right now. 157.5, new fastest lap just set up by Dstinct Jones. I want to see Miu back now. I think he was against Chalcois. Let's see the action now. Hopefully we will be able to see everything, but he stormed his way through at Spoon. And yeah, great overtake by Miu Miu. Yeah, great try from the English driver. Meanwhile, Sensei Akosh and Lolo will stop. Last driver to stop. And Miu Miu will take back P10. At the same time, Muhata letting him by. Now the big question, where will Sensei Akosh get back on track? It will be still in P1 ahead of Richie. Although for Lolo, will Richie get through? And he will get through. Richie is now in P2. Undercut worked as intended. Richie overtook Lolo in the pit. And Richie is now in P2. Lolo down in P3. Great call by Richie. And now Jones going back up at Lolo. Like I said, Jones can win this. He has 3.6 seconds to catch for Sensei Akosh. Oh, that's a big gap. So now after the two first races, like Dixon said in the chat, IGTSH could win the whole thing. They have 618 points, Dstinct 397, and COE 285. Akosh obviously with the 200 points after these two wins. We have Soti with 144, Richie 132, Lolo is just ahead with 134, and Jones with 119 points in P5, Oscar 116 in P6, and Moji in P7 with 112. So here's the top 6 right now. Interesting. And yeah, Lolo right now is trying to get back at Richie. Great run from Lolo, impressive. Trying to overtake Richie. She's a really fast driver. P2, Sensei Akosh can still remain in the lead, even though Jones is coming back at him really fastly. Behind, Mohamed is in P5 now, Serve in P6, Oscar in P7, Miu Miu in P8. Miu Miu just overtook back Moji and Fabrice, and Moji is back in the pit, and I don't know, did Moji... I think Moji just did a mistake. I think Moji pitted the first time and put... I think he puts mediums by clicking too fast. He will get back in P14 unfortunately. And that means that Fabrice is now in P9, Muhata in P10. Miu Miu in P8, 4 seconds away from his teammate Oscar. Back in the lead, Lolo just took P2 back from Richie, and it was not recently. Every time Lolo, unfortunately, we miss on him. It's the only driver when we miss our take, unfortunately. And now Joss is putting a lot of pressure on Richie's shoulder. Just trying to get this podium. It will be the second podium for him tonight after Francorchamps. Yeah, exactly, Felix. And first try for Jones at 130R. Richie is trying to close the door as much as he can. And maybe try at the chicane. For now, Lolo's pulling away in P2. Oh, he's missed it! Lolo's missed it! Technically, is it a commentator cost? I don't know, but he just missed his braking point, I think. I think it's just a simple mistake. And just a perfect gift for him. Yeah, he was alone. He was completely alone in front. and then Jones managed to perfectly read the thing. It's so disappointing for Lolo. He was doing so well, and Jones just perfectly read the situation, perfectly cut back on the apex to get the 2 position, and now Richie's under pressure by Mohamed, and we can see we can have for the first time a double podium for Dstinct. After a lot of great performance, but not enough to take those kind of results for Dstinct. After a great 3rd position from Jones, a 4th position from Oscar in the 1st race, then a great top 5 from Mohamed in the 2nd race. In 6 minutes we'll see. In the same time, Richie is trying to defend as much as he can on Mohamed. And we'll also need to check how Survey will be able to get back. Mohamed trying to find a way. Mohamed, maybe no, it will be too far away on the chicane. And I think it will be now over for the podium finish for Lolo. 5 minutes 53 remaining, and we're starting lap 13 right now. Battle for P3 between Richie and Mohamed, down at turn number 1. For now, Richie is still ahead. And to see who is battling to. For now, Survey alone on track. Same for Oscar. Same for Miu Miu. Same for Fabrice. Boshkov managed to overtake Morata for now P10. Boshkov back in the top 10 position. Morata away from this top 10 now in P11. Comrades in P12. Moji in P13. And once again, Schalkwar will decide to go for the fastest lap and to be the only driver to have fastest lap tonight. To be 15 more laps. Unfortunately, that means he finished last every time. Will not finish last this time because, unfortunately for him, Sochi has been disconnected. And for now, still 2.9 seconds between Sensei Akosh and Jones. I think you were right, Felix. Sensei Akosh maybe is too far in front of him. You were probably right. Mohamed just been overtook by Lolo back. And yeah, pretty surprising. Lolo maybe still is on the quest for a podium. And for now, it's battle for P3 between Richie and Lolo. Behind Mohamed. No, it's Oscar. Oscar trying to... I know he just overtook... Yeah, he overtook... Oscar overtook Survey for P6. Oscar will take P6 away from Survey. Great recovery from Oscar. And some other point gained by Dstinct Gaming. Even though I think we'll know the last standings. IGTSH will probably won against Dstinct in 2nd and COE in 3rd. Richie needs to stay in front for another 2 laps, I think. It will be interesting. I think Sensei Akosh will need to stay in front for another lap. We'll have for sure a lap number 15. I don't know if we'll get able to get a lap number 16. We'll see. And if so, for how many drivers we'll see. It's right after Every driver that will pass the line. Oh no. Oh yeah, okay. Every driver that will pass the line under the 2 minutes 05, I think, will be sure to have another lap. 2:02 technically. So that means Sensei Akosh right now. 2 minutes, and I think Sensei Akosh will have on a lap. Or maybe not. Okay. Or maybe okay. It will be close. It will be close, but I think Sensei Akosh will just have a lap for himself. So that means for the other ones, it will be last lap. Last lap for this huge battle for the podium positions between Richie, Lolo and Mohamed. Only one can be on the third position on this last step of this podium for the last race here at Suzuka. Oh, interesting, Dixon, okay. For now it will be Richie that could, if he stay in P3, maintain his second place in the standings, in the global standings of the Triple Team Showdown. And for now it's starting to get good for him. Behind we will have another battle maybe. No, okay, it's the only battle track, so we will stay with him. For now, huge battle between Richie, Lolo and Mohamed. 1 car per team, and it's the last possibility for them to show what are they made of. In front, Jones trying to maintain his gap and to confirm this P2. Lolo try everything he can to defend his P4, to putting some pressure on Richie in front. And he'll try, maybe. Lolo down the inside, I think it will be 2, and Mohamed will try, maybe to gain the 2 position. Really aggressively, Richie will try to hold him off, and I think it's good. But what? It was so tense. Richie will stay in P3. He was not okay with this move from Mohamed. And Lolo will finish in 4th position, Mohamed 5th, Oscar 6th, Survey 7. Fabrice will overtake Miu Miu on the line. I think Miu Miu took a penalty at the end. Fabrice P8, Miu Miu P9, Boshkov P10, Mohara P11, Moji P12, Comrades P13, just did a mistake on this last chicane, and then Sharkwar in P14 with the fastest lap in 1:57.2. Jones, I forgot, but in P2. And for this last lap, we cannot just think, we just don't need to think who will win the Triple Team Showdown on the driver standings, because with 3 races, 3 wins, and I think, if I'm correct, the pole position, oh no, it was Jones, but the 3 races and the 3 wins, it will be Sensei Akosh that will, after an amazing night of racing from his side, he was absolutely the best, I think, clearly. Like, he won the first race with a lot of margin, the third race same, and he was really great, really good for the 3 races, and the whole evening he was absolutely blisteringly fast, and he will won once again here at Suzuka. After a perfect night, IGTSH and Sensei Akosh will win the Triple Team Showdown, and Sensei Akosh wins here at Suzuka ahead of Jones and Richie. Lolo and Mohamed will complete the top 5. Really great show and performance by Sensei Akosh. He was, without a shadow of doubt, the best driver tonight, and yeah, amazing from him. Thanks given, really appreciate it. So I hope you really liked the event for tonight. It was a pleasure to created it with IGTSH. So big up with to the two other people that helped me. No, technically that I helped build the event because it was their events. But it's Dixon and Richie from IGTSH. And yeah, I hope you liked it. I tried my best. It was it was tough to get back at the English commentary, but I hope you liked it. And yeah, it was a great one. And yeah, the points will be announced in 2 minutes. Richie obviously don't think his mate that won 3 races. Thanks. And yeah, it was impressive. I hope you really enjoyed the live tonight. And yeah, don't mind to subscribe to the Independent GTS Hungary YouTube channel. A lot of Gran Turismo Sports content based with the IGTSH drivers. So a lot of different drivers that can stream. Richie can stream. Also, we had Akosh, Moji, etc. A lot of content. And if you want, maybe you can also, if you liked it, subscribe to my personal channel. So I'm, like I said, a French streamer that is called GTIlluzion on YouTube. And if you liked what I did and you want to help me, even though you absolutely will not understand a thing because everything is in French, but you want to see some great and pure racing, you can eventually subscribe to my YouTube channel. It was a big pleasure, a really great pleasure. Thank you in the chat. Okay, but yeah, it was really great. So I think we will get some events back on Gran Turismo 7. If it's in English, obviously it will be in this on this YouTube channel, so on the IGTSH YouTube channel. I think what Dixon told me. He wants to do some few things on Gran Turismo Sport before the end, so I don't think if it will be on February, it will be on GT Sport. If it will be after the 4th of March, it will be on Gran Turismo 7, but yeah, it will be on the IGTSH YouTube channel. I think it will be some classic TVT, and then I think maybe a big thing that we can do on Gran Turismo 7. Because I think we can clearly do some TVT events or championship with those kind of lineups. Because it was 3 big lineups. I think Dstinct is one of the 3 biggest team in England. COE is the 3rd biggest team in France behind BFR and Prima Esports. IGTSH is one of the 2 biggest team in Hungary and one of the, let's say, 4 biggest team in Eastern Europe, maybe 3 best team in Eastern Europe. So yeah, it was some big lineups tonight, big names, and yeah, I hope you liked it. We'll just wait for Dixon to send me the points finish, and then I announced everything, and we'll be good for tonight. But yeah, I hope you liked it, you enjoyed it. If you have some things, if you want to help me improve, maybe you managed to catch something that I maybe can improve. If you want, maybe you can you can tell me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Is Dixon ready? Are you ready, Dixie? For now, we're still waiting. I think we can tell that obviously the winner of the team of the triple team showdown will be Sensei Akosh with 300 points because he won the 3 races. Then I think, okay, So obviously, sure, like just said it in the chat, perfect timing. So yeah, Sensiakosh will be the winner with 300 points. IGTSH just won the Triple Team Showdown with 839 points. Dstinct in second position with 645 points, so it's nearly 200 points of a gap between the two teams. And then COE with 456 points. So I think the gap between the IGTSH and Dstinct is technically the same between Dstinct and COE, so it was pretty close. Then Richie finished second of the event, just in front of Jones. I think it will be Jones in third position. Then Lolo in fourth position. So it's 212 points for Richie. So nearly 100 points between Sensiakosh and Richie. Then in third position, yes, it's Jones with 209 points. So really close. Then I think it's Lolo in fourth position with something like 207 or 206 points. We'll wait for Dixon to announce it. Oh, it's Oscar that just won fourth position with 206 points because Oscar managed to overtook Survey. So Oscar with the P4 with 206 points, then Lolo in P5 with 204 points, so still really close. And then outside of top 5 we'll see, but I think it will be either Mohamed or I think it will be Mohamed or Sautier. But Sautier with disconnection, obviously, it's a lot of points. Yeah, it's Mohamed with 163 points. He will finish in P6 of the Triple Team Showdown. Then in P7, I think it will be either Moji or Paitsi. I think they are in front of Survey and Miu Miu. Yes, Sautier, in fact, 144 points. Then I think it will be Moji in P8. We'll wait for P8. Dixon is trying to to copy everything. Like he's really trying to type as fast as he can. Moji, in fact, in P8, so I was right, with 127 points. And then in P9 it's Survey with 120 points. So I think it's just ahead of Miu Miu in P10. Okay, the rest we'll see. But then I think P10 it will be the rest. And you will see it on the IGTSH Facebook page for the results. But it was a really great event. Thank you to everyone. It was great. Thank you to obviously the two people that organized and that I helped to organize, because technically it was their event. It was even his event, to IGTSH Dixon. So congratulations. I hope you liked it. Thank you, Olympic. It was a pleasure to have it. I hope you liked it. I tried my best to get rid of my French accent, and I hope you all liked it. Obviously, it was kind of stressful because for the first time I had some real English in the TV team. Because back in the day it was IGTSH versus KKR, so some Slovakian and Czech drivers. Then we had another TVT with Croatian, for example. So I hope you liked it. It was a pleasure, and I think it will get back here on the IGTSH YouTube channel with some TVT events. Thank you to Dixon, obviously. Thank you to Rich also for the amazing settings, setups, everything. It was so cool. And congrats to Akosh for the 3 wins. It was insane to him. So yeah, congratulations to him. And then also obviously to all drivers that were here tonight. Thank you to the 2 other team managers that helped us organize everything. So to Husky for the Dstinct gaming GT Sport team, and to Louis for the COE team, as we say in France. And yeah, I think it's good. I hope you enjoyed it. see you really soon on the IGTSH YouTube channel. If you want to see my channel, maybe remember it's GTIlluzion. As I'm a French streamer, it will be only in French, so like that you you are aware. But yeah, it was a pleasure, and I hope to see you really soon on YouTube and on GT Sport. It was Illusion. See you really soon, and bye bye.